Hello everybody, and welcome back to my Minecraft survival series. In the last episode, we came to where we are going to be building the starter house, and we got the walls to it up. And as you can see, a little bit of work has been done off camera with the roof, and I actually have the interior done, and there's something else over there. But before I actually go and show all that to you, I want to show you a quick time lapse of what it looks like with me building the inside. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, and now we're going to take a quick look at everything that I've done off camera. The interior of the house was built in the time lapse, but I built the roof off camera, and what's going on over there was off camera. So real quick, I'll give a little bit of a house tour. So here's the entrance. I haven't done the porch or anything yet, or got a door, but we will get to that. Here's the inside. We have a little walkway going around to where the bed is going to be. And then if we go around here, we go downstairs, and these will be our storage areas. There'll be chests lined up here, and then probably like furnaces and various workstations over here. And then the same thing over on this side. And then over here is where the enchantment room is going to be. And just as a placeholder, I put these for bookshelves and this for the enchantment table, so we'll have to get rid of all this when we're ready for that. But then over here, this is probably one of the biggest design changes from the original design that I came up with. But there is a new stairway going down here. I think I showed the original design in the last episode, so you know that this was just a stairway coming down this entire wall. So, looks very different. But this will lead down to where the villager breeding and trading area is going to be. So, we won't get to this in this episode, I don't think. But it is there for when we're ready for that. So let's go ahead and head over to there, and I'll show you what I've been working on in that area. Okay. So this is going to be our mine. You can see I've dug down pretty far so far. This is going to go all the way down to, not sure exactly what level, I think negative 56 probably, because that tends to be the level where I find diamonds the easiest on. But it's just going to be a ladder going straight down, and we'll probably have some water at the bottom so we don't have to climb all the way down the ladder. We can just jump and then climb back up. And eventually we'll probably have like a bubble elevator or something. But for now it'll just be a climb up the ladder and jump down into water thing. So that will be the mine. I actually went into the creative version of this world that I use for testing and went into spectator mode to look underneath and make sure there were no caves in the way, just because I'm trying to keep the series going at a decent pace, and I don't want to have to be getting slowed down by blocking off caves and doing all that. So it may be a little bit of cheating, but at the same time it just makes things smoother for recording and videos. I don't have a time lapse or anything of me digging down here. It was the same as on the roof. I just kind of did this while watching YouTube videos. So yeah, I think for this episode, I will continue digging the mine. I'll probably finish that off camera, and then we will also be probably getting some farms set up, I think. That will involve flattening this area out a little bit and just kind of shaping the terrain, which I'll probably do a time lapse of me doing that. Maybe. If you don't see one, then I didn't decide to do it. But we'll be doing the some farms. I don't know why I forgot what they were called. So we'll be doing wheat and hopefully carrots and potatoes. I know we have some pumpkins and watermelon, so we'll be making a temporary farm for that. But we'll mostly be focusing on the wheat, carrots, and potatoes because that'll be good for villager trading. And also, I will probably try to take down this house and move these villagers to somewhere else. Or at least cut the house in half, that way there's room to do the porch. Oh yeah, and I also took down this house that was over here in between episodes, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's pretty much caught up to where we're at now. I think I showed everything that I got accomplished. You can see all my chests are starting to get full, so we might also get the storage room set up. I've still got a lot of wood left over, so that'll be good for that. And we'll probably end up needing more wood in the near future when we go to build the villager area. But yeah. So, for this episode, mine, farm, and some finishing touches on the house. And if we get to that point, we may try to get to the nether today, but I don't think that's going to happen. That'll probably be for next week's episode. That way I can get the mine ready here and then do some mining off camera for a few hours or so to get enough diamonds and obsidian to actually get to the nether. But yeah, so I think I'm going to go ahead and work on the mine and probably this area. I don't know if I'll do a time lapse of the mine. That could be kind of cool, but also that would just be a lot of recording space, and I don't want to have too many time lapses in this episode. So I'm not sure about that. I'm not even sure if I'll do a time lapse of shaping this area, but we'll see what happens. I just don't want to overuse time lapses or anything. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get to work on that, and we'll pick it back up either with a time lapse or when it is all done. Okay, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed those time lapses if they turned out okay. I was having a few issues with them, so I'm not sure how well they'll actually turn out, but I think I have a workaround for getting them to work properly. So hopefully you got to see those. But here's what we got done, just in case you didn't see or we couldn't do the time lapses or something. Just pretty much brought the ground up in this area. I tried to make it connect as best as I could. I think I did a pretty decent job with it, because if we go over here, somewhere over here, yeah, it's just empty ground, but it doesn't really look too much like there's anything different here. If we go around to this side, it's pretty much the same thing over here. There used to be, or right over here actually, there used to be a big hole here with a little pond, but I think it blends in fairly well. I'm kind of proud of it. I'm not usually the best at terraforming, so I guess this could probably use a little bit of shaping, maybe. But I'm usually not the best at terraforming, so I think I did a good job for what my current skill level at it is. If we look over here too, I had to raise all this up. I think it blends in pretty well. Kind of proud of it. And we also, over here with the mine, finished digging down. So I gotta get over to it real fast, and there we go. Goes all the way down to negative 58, I'm pretty sure. And I did all of that with stone pickaxes too, even the deep slate area, so took quite a while. I think I do have an iron pickaxe now. I think I used this to get some gold that was there, but I didn't really use it for actually digging at all, because I didn't want to waste it on that yet, since still got some limited iron. I got a little bit of gold there, some lapis that I found. The iron's right here. We have 6 pieces left. I won't be making any armor or anything yet, but I think I'm going to save all of that up for a little bit to get some better tools. But I'm going to go ahead and sleep real fast. And also, over here, I think this is the last thing I did, and I don't think it was on time-lapse. I cut this house in half, so that now we have room to do the little entry area to the house. So that got done. But pretty much for the rest of this episode, I'm going to be setting up some beginner farms. And before I do that, I probably should get some food and more seeds. I have 3 wheat seeds. Well, I guess more than 3. I've got a lot more than 3, never mind. I need to actually look before I speak. Okay, so we got quite a few wheat seeds. Got some potatoes, have some pumpkins, watermelons. As soon as we get to the nether, I'm going to get some quartz and we'll turn the pumpkin watermelon farm into an automatic one. But unfortunately I can't do that quite yet. So, that'll come probably next episode, I think, is when we'll get to the nether. But I do want to go over here and get this hay, because this will allow me to be able to actually have a bit of food. Is there a villager in there? Oh, there is. Alright, we got an extra villager. I did not know he was in there. Okay. Actually, I might have known he was in there, but I forgot. But this will allow me to have some food, and also some wheat to bring animals into some animal pens. Not sure how many piles of wheat there are. And I hope that I can find some carrots. Oh, wait, there we go. They're right there. So we have everything we need to farm, pretty much, including beetroot. We don't really need that, but might as well. We could use it for trades. Maybe make beetroot stew. Of course, there's not really too much of a point in that. I feel like the audio may be loud on this, so I'm going to turn the game audio down just a couple notches. I'm not sure how loud it picks up on the mic, but it seemed pretty loud to me, so and maybe up one more. That should work. So I'm going to gather some more sugar cane as well. because this will also be an automatic farm once we get to the nether. I don't think there's really any way to do automatic... Wait, no, there is ways to do automatic potato and carrot farm. I know that at least. I don't know how to do an automatic wheat farm, or if there is a way for that, though. Okay, so how much sugarcane do we have? 10? No, I think we have like 5 back at the house. So that should work for now. But I think the rest of this episode is going to be a bit of a slower one, maybe. Maybe a little bit less cuts in it while I kind of talk through what my ideas are for all the farms and all that. And there definitely will be cuts, but not like all the time. I'll be getting more work done on camera for this part, is pretty much what I'm trying to say. I'll go ahead and grab this a little bit too. Because I do want to have a nice balance with the series where I do some work on camera, some work off camera. And so far, 90% of the work we've done has been off camera. And I can no longer run, so that kind of stinks a bit. But we are almost back to the house. And pretty much what I plan on doing is I want to leave a space out here for the kind of porch area. So I'll probably just lay that out. And then we'll have a pathway going all the way down the side of the house here. And then straight back that way towards the mine. And then we'll have a bunch of different pathways going different directions leading to different farms. So let me go ahead and make some bread. So now I can actually eat food. Now, I don't know if I'll do the animals on camera. I know that that'll be something that takes a bit longer, especially since some animals are further away. But I definitely will do some of the normal farms right here. The only thing that I have to do is figure out where they should be, which I think I may do kind of a dotted line of paths. That way I can kind of get an idea of where the paths will be, and it's raining, so that's great. I might actually cut it until the rain is done, because that'll completely ruin the compression of the video, so I'm going to do a little bit of work here and there, just planning things out while it rains, and then I'll be right back when it is sunny again. Okay, everybody, the rain has stopped, and I have a little bit of a plan of what to do now. So pretty much here's the pathway. It's going to be going straight down the middle. I don't remember when I went off to the side like that, but it'll be wider than 2 blocks, so that's fine that that's like that. Over here is where the crops are going to be. I decided to go with an 11 by 11 square, and it'll have the stripped logs for the border around it. I need to get some more of those, though. Still have quite a few logs left, so don't have to worry about cutting down trees yet. But we will have 4 of these, I think. 1 for wheat, 1 for potatoes, 1 for carrots, 1 for beet root. Yeah, 4. And then we'll have special shaped farms for the sugarcane and the pumpkins and melons. Which the pumpkins and melons won't really look good. They're just going to be kind of thrown together because they're not going to be permanent farms, since we'll be changing them to automatic once we get to the nether. Whoops, I fell down here again. I keep falling down through these holes, so we'll probably see that quite a few times. I just squeeze back up here. Okay, so yeah, pretty much just an 11 by 11 square with stripped all around it. And this is the second one finished, except for the hole in the middle, which will go right there. Alright. And that should allow water, or the water should be able to get over here wet too. So, shouldn't have to worry about that. And I am putting them 3 blocks apart. So, go 1, 2, 3, and then dig. And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I really hope I counted that right. Probably not, though. Is there a center? There is. Okay, I think I counted it right. Okay, so now I just pretty much go this way for this and finish the square. And I do have to go underneath of these so that I can place blocks on the corners to be able to do the upward facing wood. And I'll do that right there. Looks even. Okay. And I want to try to keep as much dirt as possible. I don't want to waste a bunch of it. And you may hear, and I guess now see, the wandering trader llamas. He spawned and just kind of kept getting in the way. So I now have some free leads. And these guys are under here. I'll probably do something with them at some point, but I'm not sure. But we will put the corners on here on all sides. And there we go. And then that's the middle. Use this for a step up. And we can place these. Grass is growing on these quick, too. Okay. And now the part where I fall in the most, doing this. And out of the 6 iron that we have, I'm going to be turning 3 of it into a bucket. And then I'll probably get an infinite water source over here somewhere. That way I don't have to keep running back and forth. And I don't have to waste iron on 2 buckets. Of course, eventually we'll have an iron farm and won't have to worry about wasting it. But right now it's a bit rare for us to have, kind of, until I go mining. Which, from looking under the world in the creative version of the seed to find out where to dig that down, I'm pretty sure I saw an iron vein. There was a spot that had a lot of iron ore and a lot of tuff somewhere straight down around here, I think. Maybe it was further that way. I'm not sure, but I think there is an iron vein below the house at some point. I don't know if I'll go after that or if I will just kind of leave it since I found it through kind of cheaty methods. But also it's one of those things that just might make the series be able to progress faster, so I may just take that knowledge anyway. Let me know in the comments what you think about that, because I used the spectator mode to find a couple different locations, like the, what are they called, ancient cities over there. And I know where a couple spawners are as well. Skeleton spawners, which are fairly close to here too. So those things would definitely help out a lot for going quickly. Of course, the skeleton spawners probably would help out less than the iron, because we will be building a mob farm fairly quickly, or fairly early on in the series, hopefully. Alright, is that... Oh, that might be too much, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope, perfect, okay. I was just looking at it wrong. Okay, so this is the final little patch. And then I'm trying to decide where exactly the... Oh, if I can jump up. Where exactly the sugarcane and pumpkin melon farm should go. Alright, let me just do that. And I'll do that. That's already done for us. I'll do that. And then I'll go up here, find the middle, which is right there. And get that, and then I'll run down and grab these couple pieces of dirt. Or piece of dirt, I guess. Okay. Oh, that needs to be up one more. But I'm trying to decide if they should go over there on that side, if I should try to squeeze them in over here, which they probably won't fit, or if I should just put them back here. I'll probably just put them back here for now and then find a better location when we build the auto ones. Because I think I want to have animals over here. Which I have decided I am going to do all the animals off camera. Because those will take a little bit of time to do. Oops. Did not want to fall down there. Also didn't want to place all that dirt, but that's fine. Well, I meant to place one of the pieces, but not the second one. Okay. So there we go. And that is almost done. And I think I will be doing mining in between episodes too. So I think what I'm going to do is go down to the bottom of the mine and then dig out a little room. And I'll put a bunch of chests in that room. And I'll do a few hours of mining over the weekend while I'm not recording. And then once I'm done with that, I'll store everything that I've collected in the chest down there, including all the deep slate and whatever other random blocks that are there, like tough and things. And I'll store all that and then show that off first thing next episode. And then we should hopefully have enough diamonds to get started with some things. So let's go ahead and get this. And then I'll go ahead and grab some slabs too. Let's go grab the water. Need 2 buckets, but we can only do 1 at the moment. Now where should I do the infinite water source? Probably like right here, maybe. Yeah. Okay, I'll just do that. And then I'll run over. And that'll be kind of close enough to where it's not too far of a run, but also far enough that, I don't know, that it's not in the way, I guess. Okay. And I guess this one over here would probably be quicker to just go to the river, but that's fine. Oh, I want to do that. And I think I'll put torches in the middle and on all 4 corners just to keep the area lit up as much as possible. I want to try to pretty much spawn-proof most of this area, that way I can work throughout the night and everything without having to worry about sleeping all the time. I guess I could stay up and kill mobs, but I really don't want to be in the middle of something, especially like an animal pen, and a creeper blow up and either kill animals or release a bunch of them. So I'll probably do that at some point in the near future. I want to try to get some more coal first, though. Okay, we'll go back to sleep. Okay, morning. So, that's what the farms are going to look like. I think I'm going to go ahead and get these started. I might go ahead and get the farms started, do the pathways, get the animal pens ready, and then pick it back up again to wrap up the episode and all that's done. Because the episode, I think, is getting decently long now, especially with this part where I'm doing a lot of on-camera work. So, I'll probably finish up all that, so that it's a good amount of progress this episode, and then wrap it up once I'm done with it. But first, I want to make some chests and go ahead and get started on making the storage room. I have no clue how many we will need, so I'll just make a bunch of them. Okay. That should be a good start at least. So we will go on inside the house, down the stairs, and over to here. And this definitely won't be enough, so I'll probably also finish this off camera. But at least want to get the first layer in, just to kind of show, like, yep, that's where the chests are going to go, and then other stuff over there. So, oh yeah, we definitely don't have enough. Okay, and there'll be more over here. And I kind of left this space open, that way I could put item frames down with the item that's in these chests. So, that's kind of why I did that like that. But yeah. So I think I'm going to finish up all of this out here. I'll probably go ahead and move all this stuff inside the house too and do a little bit of organizing. And I'll show all that off before we wrap up too. But yeah, I will see you guys again in just a second when I have all of this done. Okay, everybody. I have gotten a little bit of work done in between now and the last clip. The first thing I got done was I finished putting in all of the chests for the chest room. Now that now all that's left to do here is to place down whatever workbenches and stuff I'll need, as well as labeling and filling the chests. So that's all done. I also have some chests over here for lapis and enchantment books and stuff like that when we get this in. I also completed the, well, not completed, but got a good part of the path finished. And I got the animal pens in over here. So the path goes all the way down to there and then kind of heads into the farms, which almost are completely full. I think the only one that's left that's not full is the beetroot farm over here. But I have the sugarcane, or temporary sugarcane farm, temporary melon farm. I forgot to place down any bamboo. We'll have to get a bamboo farm going. I'll do that between episodes along with some other things. But here's the animal pens. We have our cows, sheep, pigs, and chickens over there at the end. I've been feeding them a little bit, and looks like there's an egg here. So I can just go ahead and throw that. Oh, there's another one. Just barely saw that one. Okay. But yeah, so we have all that now. And now all that's really left to do to finish up the kind of first steps of the starter base is to clear all this up, to get it out of the way of the path, and get our storage and everything ready in there. So, what I'm going to be doing off camera in between this episode and the next episode will be doing that, getting all that cleared up. I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time farming, so hopefully there'll be a lot more animals in the pens by next episode, and we'll have a decent amount of wheat and carrots and all that. And I will also be doing a few pretty long mining sessions down here in the mines, which I haven't even really gotten started with yet. You can see down there, let me zoom in a little bit, it just goes straight down, so there'll be a big room over there. Let me zoom back out, that way I don't confuse myself. Okay. So, that's pretty much stuff I'm going to be working on off camera. I'll have chests down in the mine, and I'll just put whatever I get down there in the chests so that I can just show right at the beginning of the episode, like, here's what I got during the mining sessions. And I won't have anything separated and anything else, that way it's all there in one place. So yeah, I think that's probably going to do it for this episode. We got quite a bit done. In the next episode, hopefully my mining sessions will have been successful enough to get us to the nether. Because that'll kind of unlock a whole bunch of stuff that we'll be able to do. Like automatic farms for all this stuff over here. As well as getting to where we can get to the end and get our elytra and all that. So, we're moving along pretty well. I'm hoping by episode 5 we'll be able to go beat the Ender Dragon and get our elytra. But depending on what I end up getting done in the next 2 episodes, I guess we'll determine that. So episode 5 or 6 should be the end fight, hopefully. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. It's probably going to be a pretty long one because I did some on-camera work this time. Hopefully it doesn't end up being too long. But yeah, so thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you're not already subscribed, maybe consider subscribing. It would help out a lot. We're trying to get to 250 subscribers by the end of the year. So every little bit helps. Also liking, commenting, all those things help too. So yeah, with all that said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.